you getting the most out of your meetings with your child's teacher? Up next, we've got some key questions and talking points to better navigate that time and maximize your students' potential inside the class and out. Parents, are you playing an active role in your child's education? One way to make sure you're really doing so is to get more out of the parent-teacher conference. Maybe you've had to get a babysitter or miss work, so you want to be there, but make sure you're maximizing your time and asking the right questions since you and the teacher went to the trouble.
That's exactly right. So Robert Keagle from LearnerLink joins us to talk about how we can really take these meetings to the next level and get the most out of them. You come from the world of education, not only from the classroom, but from an administrative standpoint. So first of all, good morning. Thanks for joining us and giving us some guidance. This is an important time for you to be an advocate for your child, right?
Absolutely is, absolutely is. And parent-teacher conferences, you want to make the most of them. So be there, attend those conferences, and then plan, prepare. What do I want to know about my child's strengths? What are they struggling in? And then, gosh, what am I going to do over the summer or at home? What are some of those key things? And learn from the teacher.
You want to advocate for your child, but I think it's oftentimes hard to find the balance between maybe being defensive if there's, you want to hear the feedback and you want to know maybe what they're struggling with or, you know, if there's any problems with behavior in the classroom and make those changes or handle them at home. But you have to go in with an open mind and make sure that you are hearing that teacher and not saying, well, I'm sure my child's not really doing this or
so key, so key. You have to actively listen. And find out, well, what is it? I asked some questions. What is the teacher saying? What do we need to do to work together and develop that plan? And so, actively listening to the answers to those questions are key to moving that child forward. You know, one of the things as a parent, when we see our child struggling and hear that in a conference, they may be struggling in reading or math or a concept they're not understanding. Or they may be just bored in class. What do we do? Where do we go? That's what we're talking about with collaboration and a team effort with the teacher, the school, and you can enlist a tutor or mentor to help out.
You know, talk to us too about asking the right questions, because often what happens is these meetings are very tightly scheduled. You usually get maybe 15-20 minutes with the teacher. They present you information with how your child may be scoring in this subject or that subject. So what questions should you be asking so that you can help and be a partner in the process?
Oh, and that's so critical. The thing you want to be asking is, what specific skills is my child struggling with? Do we need to accelerate? Are they ready to be accelerated? But what are those skills that we're looking at academically in math and reading, but then also the broader picture? How's my child doing with interacting with other students? Those would be some of the key questions I would look at.
Yeah, some insight into the social dynamics, if possible, can be very helpful. And also you want to know, maybe they're keeping something from you, maybe they're unhappy or showing some sadness in school, and you need to know about it, right?
Exactly, and it's so important to keep the lines of communication open so you can design that plan. Remember, parent-teacher conferences only happen a couple times a year. You can meet with your teacher, have progress updates, and communicate at any time. And I wouldn't wait for issues to come up. Communicate regularly and have that plan.
Before we run out of time, I want to find out a little bit about the program you're with now and how that's an opportunity for maybe us to facilitate any struggles in the classroom.
Right, thank you. LearnerLink, we hire certified teachers. We have our certified teachers work with students who need support, academic support. It could be enrichment. It could be just they need mentoring. But our teachers work with them. We look at exactly where they're struggling and how we can help meet those needs.
Interesting. Well, Robert, thank you so much for spending some time with us. It's such an important time. It goes so quick, but it's an opportunity to really learn a lot about your child in the classroom. So
and in your experience, bribery doesn't work, right? Bringing in gifts and that.
No, bribery does not work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.